So I've been noticing a trend recently, a trend of social media relationships crashing and burning. This is a really strange thing for me to even take notice of because I don't regularly tune into social media relationship content. I don't even think I'm the main demographic when it comes to that type of content. I'm more into other useless content such as 5-hour long video essays on old Nickelodeon shows, or I like to binge watch true crime videos until I become debilitatingly anxious to where I fear my life every time I step out of my home. Or I like to watch really old shows that are obviously not running on TV anymore that I grew up on, like the Bernie Mac show, My Wife and Kids, things like that. That's how I personally choose to rot my brain. But recently, I have been taking notice to there being a pattern on my For You page. It was like all of a sudden, all of these influencer couples started popping on my page, and some of the couples I knew, some of them I did not know from nowhere, like absolutely zero clue who the hell the people were, but they were still popping on my page. But with the increase of these couples popping on my page, it made me think of a couple of questions. One, why do people post their relationships online in the first place? Two, why do people post their relationship problems online? And three, why is there a pattern of these relationships always ending? Now let's address the first question. Why do people post their relationships online? This is something that my mind can't fully grasp, because it's just like, what would possess someone to do that? Like, I'm genuinely asking for any couple influencers watching this video, which you are 100% not. Do you not feel weird? Do you not feel strange when you post your relationship online? And I'm not here to judge, but no, I am here to just a little bit. The fact that I have all these random people and all these random eyes viewing my relationship already freaks me out. The fact that I have zero control over what these people think about my relationship or the actions that they take after showing them my partner freaks me out even more. I don't think that I can handle being a big influencer and one day I decide to share my lovely, sweet partner to the world, and then all of a sudden, once I post them, you have tens of hundreds of girls flocking to their DMs immediately. Like, what? Excuse me? Obviously, hopefully, I'm dating someone that I trust to not entertain the bullshit. But what do you mean you're in my man's DMs right after I posted him? That would drive me over the edge. And the fact that I could not control that because I'm the one that decided to share him to the world. Like, the audacity to do that. And there are people out there that do that where they're obviously in a very public relationship with someone else and they're still shooting their shot in the DMs. That's the only thing I think about whenever I see these couples online. I just think, how many people do you think are in those man's DMs after she posted this video? A lot of people. Like, you truly would be surprised. I would actually go insane. Like, you would have to 5150 me just off of the fact that there might be people out there trying to actively get with my partner while we are in a current relationship. And I just have to be okay with that. No, absolutely not. No, I'm not gonna be okay with that. Are you out of your mind? Like, I will find you. After doing further research into this phenomenon, I realized that influencers post their relationships because of the views and the money. Take a look at any popular influencer that's out right now, that's popping right now, that's in a relationship right now, and you could just tell from looking at their content that the content that they post that includes their partner does exponentially better than their other posts. And why is that? It's because as people, we're fucking nosy as hell. That's a shock to no one, I hope. We like to indulge in other people's relationships as a form of entertainment. We've done it since the beginning of time. It's why the newspaper exists. It's why the news exists. When you really think about it, the news is really just us being nosy as hell. And so it makes sense that we're drawn to someone's intimate relationship, because that's not something that you would usually see online. It's not something that you really should see online, but the fact that someone out there is sharing it, it's like, okay, I'll take a little gander at this. All I'm saying is that people want to be all up in your business any chance that they can get. And if you're offering it for free, baby, you got a hit on your hands, meaning people are going to watch that shit. Nobody cares about your get ready with me videos. Show us your man. You don't care what you eat in a day. Where is your man? Like, F the vlogs, babe. Where is your man? When are you posting your man again? Who is this man? Where is he? What does he do? Where does he come from? How much money does he make? Like, all of a sudden, your content becomes about your man or your relationship or your woman, whoever. Like, the audience no longer cares about you as a person. They care about what you got going on in this relationship and how long it's gonna last before some type of drama comes out about the both of y'all, or until a scandal comes out or cheating's involved or y'all break up. All of a sudden, your content is your relationship. And oftentimes I see influencers fall into this cyclical pattern to where their content now becomes the relationship. And so in order to garner the same traction and views on their videos, they're constantly exploiting their own relationships, which is icky in a way. But I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Like, life is good when you're making money with the person you love, right? Let's go back to our questions. Question number 2 was, why do people post their relationship problems online? But it just really baffled me seeing the way that these couples would run to social media the minute that they were experiencing some type of conflict in their relationships. If you must post your relationship online, I just don't think we should be seeing the bad side of it. Maybe that's just me. Like, I shouldn't know that you had to beg and plead your man to watch the child that y'all went half on just so that you can go to an appointment for like a few hours. And the only way that he agreed to watch the child that, once again, he contributed to making, is because you promised him a day where he wouldn't have to watch the child at all. Once again, the child that he helped make. Why should I know that? Why do we as the audience need to know that you are in a struggling relationship? I don't know. I feel like if I was in that situation, as I'm editing the video and I'm seeing this issue, I would go, oh, that's embarrassing to post. Let me not post that for the world to see, me begging this man. But that's not even like the worst relationship drama. That's not the worst one at all. The worst type of relationship drama is when a couple is obviously going through something and they all go to their own little separate social media accounts to tell their own side of the story and basically bash their partner on their own separate accounts, and the audience is kind of like forced to choose a side, and they do all of this just to end up back with each other like nothing even happened. Like, y'all went on a 2-day smear campaign against each other just for y'all to be laid up with each other once again. You told us that this man threatened you with the gun and was DMing other hoes, and now you expect us to welcome him back with open arms? No, sorry. F that man. No, like, we don't like this man no more. And the worst part, and I keep saying, oh, the worst part is, there's multiple worst parts to this, but the most annoying thing that these types of couples do is after they, do the whole drama and bash each other just to get back with each other, they then try to gaslight the audience into thinking that there was never a problem to begin with and that we need to mind our own business. Excuse me? And it's always this same standard language of, don't believe everything you see on social media. We post what we want y'all to see. Respect our privacy. Baby, privacy? Girl, did he or did he not cheat on you with that girl in the DMs? That's all we want to know. F of privacy. There was no privacy when you decided to exploit your relationship online. There was no privacy when you was bashing him online for him DMing girls and threatening with a gun. So all of a sudden y'all are back together. It's respect our privacy. No, babe, we're in this relationship together now. We are a throuple. We are a threesome. Me, you, him. Like, we're in this together, okay? Whether you like it or not. And this cycle always happens no matter which couple it is or what the problem may be in a relationship. Once the audience has a differing opinion than what the people that posted the content expected, or once they start to choose sides, that's when they start to flip on the audience and make it seem as though the audience is overstepping the boundaries that never existed until that moment when the audience stops agreeing with them or stops supporting them in a positive way. You can't really blame them because this is the internet. There's no control over the internet, and you're the ones that decided to exploit your relationship for views and money. But I'm kind of getting off track here. Let's go back to our questions. To answer the second question, the reason why people post the relationship problems is to keep their audience engaged, keep the views up as a way for them to keep profiting off of their relationship. Once the audience gets bored of your relationship, I feel like the next step in your social media relationship is to create some type of drama or have some type of drama going on to where your views go back up. Because I mean, a nice cutesy relationship is only cute for like 5 seconds before the audience is like, okay, what's next in this chapter, because we're already bored of it. And with the creation of TikTok, I feel like as human beings, our attention span has decreased immensely in these past few years. So it's just kind of natural that the audience would be wanting to see something more. And the crazy thing is that even if these influencer couples don't post about drama in their relationship or problems that they're having in their relationship, the audience will do it for them. Especially if they come off as this kind of picture perfect couple and nothing can go wrong between them. Don't you worry. There's a hater out there that's hate watching that will dig up any type of drama to cause a ruckus, which is like another scary thing that you have no control over, because once again, it's the internet. And I distinctly remember this one random family vlogging couple, which exploiting a relationship and children. I just distinctly remember seeing them randomly on my For You page, and they're a cutesy family, super positive, super adorable. There was a little bit of drama coming from them to where a watcher exposed the couple for having DV police reports. And it was also exposed that the mother in this relationship had a previous child from a different relationship that she no longer has custody of at all, which was weird because in the way that this couple posts, it makes it seem as if though like the child that they currently have is their like first child. You really don't know what goes on in a relationship once the cameras are cut off. And that couple is a prime example from that. But honestly, I don't really expect much from people that exploit children online. You're pimping out your family for money. Like, nothing good can come of that ever. But now on to our third and final question of this video is, why do these relationships always seem to end? Think back 5 to 10 years ago, when YouTube was the main social media app online. Think back to when influencer couples was still a new thing, but it was super popping back then in YouTube channels. Think of those YouTube couples that existed 5 to 10 years ago. Where are they now? Broken up. They're no longer together, and for a good reason too. I feel like once you exploit your relationship online, you kind of turn it into a job. Your partner is essentially your coworker now. And so you're having to spend a lot more time with them than you usually would in order to garner and create these types of content to post consistently to get the money in. And then in a way, I wouldn't be surprised if one or both people start to resent each other. But then you have to stay together because one, you have this image online, and two, you're making a shit ton of money off of your relationship online. You'd rather stay miserable and in the relationship than break up and not have the money. It's hard to maintain a relationship that is now your job. Regardless of what's going on in the relationship, y'all could hate each other. Doesn't matter, still gotta post content of him giving me flowers so that he gets money. It's weird. And I can just imagine that, exploiting your own relationship online really does take a toll on it. And I feel like once a couple realizes that the audience is no longer interested in the relationship, meaning that they're no longer making enough profits to justify them staying together, that's typically when we see these relationships end. Because at that point, you're just in it for the money. The romance has probably died off. It just seems really tiring having to constantly capture pictures and videos and reels and whatever the hell of beautiful moments that you share in your relationship with your partner, and having to post it online for the audience to partake in your intimacy too. It's a very weird thing. 80% of it has to be fabricated. So it never really surprises me when these types of relationships end. And so I think the solution to all of this is simply don't exploit your relationship online. Don't exploit any relationship online. Don't exploit your family online for views and money. Don't exploit your children for views and money. Don't exploit your lovers for views and money. The only person you are allowed to exploit is yourself. Keep your man offline, okay? That's about it that I had in this video, honestly. I just wanted to explore these questions that have been burning in my mind every single time I see a social media couple. That was it for this video. I have nothing else to say. I'll probably see you in 2 months, because obviously I am horrible at posting consistently. I'd rather us not have a relationship built on lies, so I'd rather be realistic with you and say, you'll see me when you see me.